And then, of course, after some time, I'm I'm having a chance to, I'm making a self-tape for this TV show Unreal, third season, and I see that the character is amazing, really fun to play. But I didn't know how much fun to play it's gonna be, because of course I just had 2 scenes. So I did one scene, sent my self-tape, then producers and directors, they called me and they just wanted to talk to me. And they realized that, like I said, did you know that I was the bachelor in Russia? They said, really? I said, hell yeah. So everything you're talking about in this script and in your show, I know from the other side, like everything. And they said, this is amazing. That hell yeah. And the next question they asked me, like, before they actually, they said, you're great, but before you will say yes to this character, we want to make sure that you ready to go that far, because this character is bisexual. We're gonna have scenes where you're gonna be kissing a man. We don't know like how, like, and there's gonna be some scenes which are pretty dirty, let's say. And I was like, and they know, like, because like it's like Russian guy. It's not like some European guy who's gonna play Russian. It's Russian guy with a big audience, with big career, and how it's gonna affect. And I was actually thinking, how it's gonna affect. But then I was like, I don't care. This is a great character. I mean, it's acting, and when the show was about to air already on Lifetime channel back then, now it's on Hulu, on Lifetime, and I knew that next episode there was gonna be a scene where I'm kissing a man, and millions of people in Russia, they're gonna go crazy, because this is something what man is not allowed to do. Even when he's acting, it doesn't matter. So what I did, I posted this scene on my Instagram, just that little kiss when I'm just grabbing a man and kissing like this. I posted on my Instagram and I said, if you think that it's too much, you have no any idea what my character is about to do on this show. So you'd better not even watch it, because this is just nothing, guys. And if you're not ready for that, you just better just forget about it, because you're not gonna handle that. So I was not afraid at all, because this is what acting is about. You live in the other life, and this is what is great. Why it's great? You just can do anything. You're somebody else, just literally some other life. It's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. The thing that I find funny, and for those people who are familiar with the Russian culture, you understand that we grow up, even though kissing men, like that is not allowed. Kissing men is what we do normally, because we normally kiss. Instead of just shaking hands, we hug, we kiss. It's a normal part of kind of the European Russian culture. So to me, it's just hilarious that that's okay. This is not okay. It's just very funny to me. But all right, moving on.
Yeah.
So you did that, and then you created this beautiful video. You wrote it, you directed it, you starred in it, and it's called "She's Crazy But She's Mine." And I thought, I'm not sucking up. People who watch my show know that I do not suck up. I either genuinely enjoy something or I don't care. I really, really love the video. I've watched it at least 17 times already. And it's hilarious.
Yes, it is.
Hilarious. It's funny, it's witty, it's inventive. I like the way that it's done in terms of the actual, acting. I like the shot selection. I like the photography. I like the whole thing. And my, soon to be 16-year-old daughter, who is, she was born here. She doesn't really know about the Russian culture. I made her watch the video. She's like, this is great. So then she started going through your So
cool.
That video is so fun. I don't want to give anything away. I want people to watch it. We're going to link it below this video. It's going to be right here. Please click on it and watch it. what I want to know are two things. So number one, was it as fun to shoot as it was for me to watch?
Oh yeah, because uh, actually it was really fun even to write the script. I remember me sitting, I was on set, we were shooting a TV show in Russia, and it was a break. I believe it was, I don't know, either I didn't have a scene that second, and I was like, okay, the song is released, I need to write a script and shoot a music video. What I'm gonna write? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start with this shot, and okay, he's gonna scare her because like it's funny. It's funny because like I've seen, you know, like some videos where people are like couples are, you know, kind of pranking each other, and it was
Yeah.
funny. So I was like, I'm gonna take it to the next level. And the most fun part of this that everything is happening in one apartment. They are not living apartment. I'm like, and when I was writing the script, I was laughing so much.
Yeah.
I was just like literally on my phone, you know, writing like, and then he's gonna do. We're taking a wide shot, then the close up, the rope, blah blah blah. So I was just writing everything down, and I was just laughing because I was already actually watching the whole thing myself. And and on set, you know, I'm a fan of Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and this music video is actually, she's crazy but she's mine. It's actually, you can see even the shots like which could be in a cartoon of Tom and Jerry,
Yep.
because growing up as a kid, I was watching for hours, and of course somewhere in the back of my head, it
Yep.
like, you know, all those shots like frame by frame, you can like even see that like when I'm just appearing there, like imagining the Tom is like
Yep. Yep.
here we are, it's a Tom in Tom and Jerry, like it's basically I was doing a cartoon, honestly. Just
And you even had in one of those shots, you even had her wear, I think it was, a panda, but you had her wear a mouse-like thing. So
yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it was great. And I know you did a couple of follow-ups to that. One kind of the before story that's set in Russia. One is the follow-up directly to this one. Is it
Yeah.
worth, because I really want to know what their wedding looks like. That's
That's a great idea.
that.
Honestly, that's
Okay.
a great idea. You know, I've never thought about their wedding, but this is, look, it's a hilarious idea. You're a genius. You're a genius. That's
All right.
such a cool idea.
Yeah. We'll
Whoa.
talk after. We'll talk after. Okay. Okay. This brings us to Space Force. Um, I grew up watching Steve Carell. I grew up
Mm-hmm.
watching John Malkovich. These are two of my favorite actors. So when Space Force came out, and I knew what it was going to be about, and I knew who was going to be in it, I was going to watch it. It was I don't care. I hope it's good. I'm going to watch it anyway. I watched it. I fell in love with it. I thought it was great. I thought they took an interesting subject and made something real from it. And you
Mm-hmm.
have all of the humor, but you also have a lot of depth. And I really, really enjoyed it. And then that's where I saw you. So working with John, working with Steve, you were in scenes with those guys
Mm-hmm.
from from an acting perspective, and from a here's you being somebody who's a dreamer who came to the United States to make it. Now you're on set with John Malkovich and Steve Carell, and you're in that scene. What does that feel like to you?
Like it's a dream because it's like, do you remember the movie like Vanilla Sky? I
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
Vanilla Sky. That's why it's like a dream. You know, it's like
yeah,
that after something really, really bad happened in my life. And of
yeah,
course, like things are started to kind of, sometimes I was thinking for real, not on set of Space Force, because I already, it's a previous page of my life. Sometimes I was looking at my life after a car accident, what I became after that, what I've learned, what I've done, and I'm like, is it real, honestly? Like, because like I'm trying to understand, because what happened to me, it's kind of, you know, I was questioning sometimes, like, is it, am I really here? Like I was like, um, no, I'm not sure. It's kind of seemed too good, but then some bad stuff happening, and I'm like, okay, good, yes, I'm good, I'm good, yes, I'm here, definitely. If it would be my dream, no, I don't think that would happen right now, no. So, and then being there on set, this is like when I just arrived, and my first scene goes with Steve Carell, and I'm coming on set already fully dressed in my costume with a weird name on it, which is, I think it's a sign of the, you know, successful Hollywood project. Because in every movie, if in every popular and famous movie or TV show, like the name of the Russian character should be written kind of wrong, like real, sometimes really wrong, like Passport in Jason Bourne. In Jason Bourne, there's his name on passport, like Russian name. There's just letter, not even name, just letters. So my name was written kind of wrong here. And I told them on set about that, and I said the whole Russia is gonna laugh about that. They said, we don't have time already to change anything. You just arrived, and it's 6 a.m. At 8 a.m. I should be on set, and I just actually flew from Russia last night. So we didn't have time to do anything. So I don't care. I think it's even funny. It's even funnier. So, and then I see Steve Carell on set, and he said, "Oh, Alex, great self-tape. We're so happy to have you here." I'm like, what is going on? Seriously, like, I've seen your self-tape. We're happy to have you here. And I'm like, you know, like I had a stroke again, and I don't understand words. I'm like, just like, this is possibly joking. Okay, but I said, Steve, you watched my self-tape? I said, yeah, it was great. You did a great job. I said, can I take a picture with you? Like right away. Like I said, yeah, of course, but you're gonna have a video like in a few moments. We're gonna have a scene like right now. So I know, I just need to take a picture. So, and he's such a nice guy. He's such a and he's extremely creative. And it was next level of studying for me again, because I was watching him on it's a first day on set doing new character. So watching him trying different things right on set during the shoot, it was like, that's a great idea. He didn't just pick, you know, one line for himself, because it's the first day, first scene, and no one knows what is going to be really this character, how far he can go, how funny he can be, like what he can do and what he cannot do. He doesn't know yet, so he's trying it. And I was like, and I was watching him like, why I never did it? It's a genius thing. You know, it's a first day, and he did like on a white shot, we did the choreography of the scene. And then on like when we got to close up, he started to try different things for himself, for his character. Like in one take, he's like, I'm saying something, and he's like, okay, all right. So he was like, and in second, the one, he was just, so he was just trying different things every time, every take. I was like watching him. It's like he was like, like, this is interesting. This is what I'm gonna like grab from this day. From this day, I'm gonna take it with me for the rest of my life, because that's a very smart way. You don't have to like pick your character right away. You can try it, especially if you're one of the producers and you're going to be editing. like you have a chance to try so many things. Because when I'm directing my music videos or short movies or commercials, of course I'm trying, like, you know, no, still rolling. I'm like, I'm trying different things. I'm trying this. I'm like, Like I'm trying constantly different because I don't know when I'm gonna edit. Something is gonna be possibly way more funny than I think. So of course, yeah, it's a smart way. And then John Malkovich. For some reason I remember kind of my like picture of John Malkovich for me was someone who is always full of energy, who's like ready to just kind of, for some reason, for me he was like this. I don't know why.
Okay.
I have no any idea why, because I've seen like many movies with him, and mm, and for some reason I was thinking that he's the kind of very full of energy, and he's like running on set and screaming, and that's what I thought. And then suddenly John Malkovich, the most calm person I've ever met.
Yeah.
He's not in a hurry. He's just in time. That's in his the loudness of his voice, and it's very, very like in tempo is very, very slow. He's speaking right words, not just saying words. He's not wasting his time. He's taking his time. He's literally like such a deep person. He's like, he's like very smart, and they're so different with Steve Carell, of course. And it was so interesting to watch them on set. It was extremely interesting to sit like in a green room with John Malkovich and talk, because I'm sitting in a green room, like here's like John Malkovich chair, and here is mine. Here's like Alex Sparrow. And I'm like sitting in a green room. Oh, John, pleasure. Like
Wow.
of course it seems like, oh my God, like this life is crazy. This life is so crazy. And I've made myself tape when I was in Stockholm in a hotel room in the middle of the night, because I was working in the studio during the day. So I came, it was night. I was tired, and I was like, again, when you did already 50 self tapes and you didn't get a role, of course, sometimes it seems like, should I really, or should I not? Like after all, like previous 50, it doesn't seem like a good idea. It seems like a waste of time. But but this moment I'm like, no, I have to. I'm gonna force myself. All right, energy, coffee, let's do it. So I did a self tape, and of course I didn't even wait. I didn't even expect a callback from this, especially when I came there on set. And that said, Alexei, we're happy to have you. Great that you made it, because we just told you yesterday, and it's just 12 hours flight from Russia. Like, how you expect me to actually arrive, guys? That was hilarious for me, because I said in my self-tape that I'm based in Los Angeles, and no one checked that this moment I was actually in Russia, because I'm traveling sometimes. Of course, I'm not just sitting and waiting. I'm based in Los Angeles. Based, yes, but I'm traveling, guys. So, and in my self-tape, that was really funny. In my self-tape, I decided to do really, really bad Russian accent. So my self-tape, I did the baddest Russian accent I've ever made, because usually I'm trying to speak better, kind of accent a little bit, and here I was not even trying. I was trying to speak with a really, really bad accent. I was talking and acting with a really bad accent, baddest accent ever. So when I came there on set, they said, Alexei, you did a great job. We love your self-tape. That was some of the producers told me, and we actually hired the dialect coach for you because we want you to to speak a little bit with less accent, kind of lose accent a little bit. How you even decided that did I really did such a good job that you decided, yes, his English is so bad, but he's a great actor. Come on, let's hire another person for him, because we like, I'm like, they hired, and of course, like I said, it's not really my pronunciation. They said, now we see it, but like in self-tape, it was that bad. I said, no, and I'm impressed that you actually accepted, me, and you picked me after that. If I'd know, and so after, of course, I had the direct coach on only for the first day, because after that they decided that no, we don't want him to speak that good. Like let's bring accent a little bit back.
Yeah. But
So,
let's pause for a second. Usually in a self-tape, and those of you who are watching who are not submitting self-tapes, usually in a self-tape you have your scene and you also have a slate. And in the slate, especially if your scene is with some sort of a dialect or an accent, your slate is more straight. So there was no slate to your slate?
I think no. I now, as far as I remember, I think they didn't ask for slate. That's why maybe because they like for maybe for this role, of course there was like I guess hundreds of people, but I don't know, there was no slate for any reason. There was no slate, and so they didn't really know.
That's awesome. They made the right choice. You were great.
Thank you.
Even again, I am talking to a lot of my American friends who have watched the show. And I'm like, yeah, that Russian guy was really good. So people who know nothing about you, like I didn't, they still thought that you did a great job and you were very believable. They didn't even know whether you were an American guy who was just doing an accent or a real Russian guy who was not. So,
I had one interview with some like during the show. I had some interview, and there was like two guys, and they were like, before we checked you out, we were so sure that you're just doing such a great job with your accent. And I said, guys, if you would hear me a couple of years ago, you would actually know that I am doing such a good job with my accent, because a couple of years ago I was horrible with my pronunciation. It was so bad. Okay.
All right. So speaking of, again, kind of going back to John for a second, and speaking of accents, John has played a variety of Russian characters on screen.
Yeah.
In films.
And he's such a fan of Russian culture.
Yeah.
He is literally. When we were sitting and talking, he said, "I'm such a fan of there's it's so deep. When you just all those books, poets, poems, music, composers." And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna be a little bit music, composers, and he was like, there's really deep soul in it. And of course, I'm not like, it's a bad impression of John Malkovich, but like the tempo of speech, exactly, just like this. And he was doing, actually, he's doing even a show where he's reading with some Russian piano player. She's playing on piano some classic music, or there was like little orchestra, and he's reading Russian literature. So he loves it. He loves it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
It is. It's amazing. Few more things before we get to our lightning round and kind of quicker questions. One of the videos that I saw, I think it's been about a year ago, you released it, and it's Be True, Be You.
Yeah.
And you released it. It was raw. It was real. It was emotional. What led up to that? Why did you do it? I'm happy you did, but why did you do it?
It's just a moment. I just woke up, and I was talking actually about that in this video. I didn't even know what I'm gonna say, because I sat next to this piano, and I started to play music, and suddenly I started to cry. I don't know why. I just started to play music and cry. And I was like, I feel something, I need to say something, but I don't know what. I just feel that I want to say something with, we're having no idea what I'm going to say. So I thought, okay, I'm going to record this melody. This melody is good. So I put a camera. Still, I didn't even brush my teeth. I didn't, like, I was still, like, just woke up. So I was playing piano, crying. And I was like, something is growing here. I don't know what. Then I put another camera right there in the corridor, and I started to speak to myself. First of all, kind of speak to myself, because, like, there's something I need to say, and I don't know what. And somehow it all started to kind of just appear from me, all those words that, and about the accent, because I've heard so many times, like, some things when people are invalidate or evaluate you, most of those people, they're not doing anything in their life. They just, like, some bad comments on social media, usually they come from people who they're not doing anything. And I just, like, I was some of the seconds of this video, I was talking to myself, like, stop, like, Alex, seriously, stop, really think too much, just be yourself, just be happy. Don't think, yes, there's gonna be all these people who's not gonna like you, and they're gonna say bad things about your accent, about how you look, or what you do, or what you should do or not supposed to do, or you should, like, have more muscles or be more skinny. It's gonna be all like, oh, sing better. They're gonna scream from the audience, sing better. Just live your life, just somehow. And I was basically, because I'm a professional in talking to myself, like, I mean, after that moment in my life where I was literally for hours constantly in dialogue with myself, like, I started to kind of literally have couple of, I don't know, kind of personalities who is always with me. I'm like, we're switching ideas, we're kind of talking to each other, and I'm not sure that it's really kind of healthy thing. So sometimes I'm trying not to go too far with that, because sitting with and talking to somebody and hearing at the same time, like, some other people saying something really funny to you, and not it's sometimes it's really weird, but I was just filming this video, Be True, Be You. It's just, I was talking to myself, and of course I decided that I need to share it with other people, because I'm not the only one. Everything I can experience, any other person can experience. So possibly there's going to be someone who need to hear it.
Thank you for sharing. It was a really powerful video. I got affected by watching it. So we're gonna definitely put that video right below this. So please check that out. And back to your conversation. First of all, thank God that you had that, because that allowed you to get out and not listen to the doctors and actually get back to health. Second of all, let's just call them your guardian angels, and that's who you're talking to. It's
okay, yeah.
Very cool. Last thing before we kind of get to our lightning round. You said, and again, something else that affected me when I read it. You said that the more famous you are, the more lonely you are, and I wanted to see, is it because you're so focused? Obviously, you're an incredibly focused individual. Is it because you're so focused and you're spending all of your time in this mode of creation that you don't have time for friends? Or is it because it's hard to find true friends when you're famous, because you don't know, what they're after? What is it for you?
I guess it's kind of, well, it's maybe it's almost, it's like every time in our life, it's everything together. it's not like, I don't trust people. I don't know what they want from me. No, of course I do trust people, because it depends on what they're gonna ask. Because there's so many great individuals again, who I'd love to be friends with. But I think that it's pretty hard for me sometimes, because I'd rather spend my evening and my night sitting here, creating something, writing something, being inside of my mind, because there's sometimes such beautiful ideas, and I'm pushing myself. I'm thankful I don't need anybody to push myself. Like when I'm writing a script, and like a couple of months ago, I finished the script for a feature film, and when I was writing, I was like, no, Alex, come on, this is too simple. You can do better. Then I was like, no, I gotta impress myself. I cannot go, in this direction, because if I know what is about to happen right now, audience will know. And what I want audience, when they think that they know what is about to happen, bombs, and they're like, whoa, why, what? So, kind of keep their attention. So when I was writing, I was not allowed. And it's always like I'm not allowed in myself. I'm keeping myself like, no, too easy, too simple. Come on, better. Like like a coach, like in a gym. Like, no, come on, more, better. Like your hands are shaking. One more. Like, hey, so this is me with myself. I'm like, more, come on, better. That's why I think it's so interesting for me to like. It's really sometimes very interesting for me to be alone, and I think I don't have much friends, because we need to kind of feed each other with ideas, with something from inside. Something, it's like, not, oh, let's go to a bar tonight and dance. There's gonna be some chicks. We're gonna have fun. Well,
Yeah.
is it like really worth it? Like this night? Like, well, possibly, we never know. Possibly that's a life changer. Possibly I'm gonna meet the love of my life there. Maybe, you never know. But I'm like, no. Not tonight. Tonight, I feel like I feel like I want to, I don't know, sit and play piano, write something, or just not go. And so I think that friends, it's people who are actually, they're going in one direction.
Yeah.
Always, because there should be something what are keeping them together, keep like making interesting for each other. Friendship, it's a great thing, but just to, I don't know what to talk about. If like I would be interested to talk about universe, about planets, about anything, something either like really deep, either really funny, because fun time, it's always like, for me, humor, it's something what's helping me in any situation. And I allow people to make fun of me in any situation. Like if I would sit and cry, if someone would make fun of me the second there's something really funny, I would be so thankful. Honestly, because like, and God, you bastard here, because this is really funny. I would be like, it's like, someone who can just grab you from the low point and just, put your attention on something what is more pleasurable, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, I've never had much friends, honestly, never, because I was always damn focused on my ideas, goals, on something what I want, and then I found out that I'm extremely interesting for myself. I know it sounds weird, but you know, like that my mind is making me wonder what is going on there. So that's why, like, you know, like I'm just going somewhere. I'm gonna release a song really soon. It's, I guess, one of the most beautiful songs I've wrote in my life so far. This autumn, maybe September or latest October, I'm gonna release it. It's so beautiful, and I wrote it when I was running to the gym. I was running to the gym, and because I don't really like working out, my mind is kind of, okay, don't worry, let's just write. And I'm like, and I'm like, like after 1 mile, I'm like, okay, I need to go back home because I need to write it down. But I like the other part of me, come on, you need to work out because it's your body, and I'm like, no, I need to write a song. It's so good. Like, so I was just anyway running further in the gym, and I was just constantly recording some pieces of the song, pre-chorus, like this or like that. So I was just working out, but my mind was not working out at all. I was literally creating something. I was trying not to waste time. And if I would go to the gym with someone, of course we would start to talk, you know, chat, like laugh. We would be in a conversation, and I don't think that I would write something.
Yeah.
So that's a decision. You know, you sometimes you just gotta make this decision that I really like it. I like the time when I'm able to create. And most of the time, people are able to create either when they're both creating something similar, like it's my co-writer, and we're going to the gym. We're not great. We're gonna waste time. We're just gonna drop some lines to each other. That's gonna be really fun, I guess. But I don't have that person in my life, so I'm dropping lines just there. Okay.
That makes sense. Thank you for sharing that. All right, quick lightning round.
Yeah, I said,
Got it. So you've been on a lot of projects in Russia, obviously, and in the United States. What is your very favorite? It was The Bachelor, wasn't it? It was The Bachelor.
No, I guess Unreal. Unreal was the most fun, the most crazy one, and the most fun one. So I think Unreal was. I stepped so far from myself, so I think that was the one.
Sounds good. What was the weirdest thing that ever happened to you on the set?
Okay, there was a pilot. There was a pilot for TV show. It was so, and I was playing there it was about tennis.
Yeah.
And I was playing there the guy who was raised in America, but he's like he has Russian parents, and he's kind of, and he has problems with gambling, and
Hold on. Stop right there. Does he have a sister? In the pilot, does he have a sister?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. He has like
Sorry,
no.
we'll come back to that in a second. The reason why I'm asking is that in acting class, I distinctly remember reading sides. You know, we get sides, and I remember reading sides of, you know, Russian tennis star. You know, he's about to fire his dad, who's his manager. His sister is right there. So as you start talking, I'm like, am I you know, talking about the same sides?
It's I guess it's almost that.
Okay.
Possibly it was another episode because we just did a pilot.
Got it.
So, and there was a guy, and this guy he was also pretty crazy. He didn't have friends at all, and he gambled. He made a bet like on his girlfriend, who's also tennis superstar. Yeah. And he made a bet knowing that she's gonna lose because she had problems with her stomach. So it was like really funny. So, but and of course, like he had to be like really fired for that, or you know, restrict, I guess, from because he's a gambler. Yeah. So, but the crazy part. So crazy part of this character. There was a scene where he's walking and there was a dog in the car, and the car is locked, and it's sunny day in California. It's like it's really hard for dog in a car, and he's a dog. He loves dogs. He loves dogs. And he's like, who the hell locked the dog in the car? Like, I'm counting to 5 right now. Who is it? And he's like, because he's about to save this dog, and I have to break the window in the car and pick up the dog from the car.
Yeah.
So there was a stunt coordinator on set, and of course the person who is watching that nothing should happen to a dog.
Right.
My level of English is not so good. So this is important part. It wasn't so good. So I kind of, I could understand everything, but not every time. So we're getting there. It's a horrible story. I'm pick up in a trash can, the huge trash can, and I have to break the window. So we were practicing for half an hour with this scene. For some reason we were practicing so long, like exactly how I should hit the window, exactly where the dog should be, blah 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 blah. So for half an hour I was just practicing this physical movement and like walking, okay, picking up, saying this, screaming something, boom, and breaking the window. Okay, so blah blah blah. I'm kind of, and so there's like a minute before we're gonna shoot. And some people are running around. I'm just running my lines inside because there is a scene. Like I'm running lines inside my head, thinking about the trash can, picking, boom, saying this, picking up the dog, holding the dog. So I'm just running through. And there was the guy who's helping to direct her, his first AD, I guess. And he's coming to me and he said, blah blah blah, blah, Alex, here we go. And what I realized after the scene, that when he ran to me right before, he said, don't break the window in this take because there's going to be dog in the car. Why the hell we were practicing for half an hour? And right before I was already I was getting ready, he ran to me, told something and ran away. He didn't even ask me, did you understand? Like he was just, I didn't, like, I'm like, okay, break the window, pick up. Can you imagine? Action! Then I'm taking the trash can without even hesitating. I'm like, there's a dog in the car. I'm playing my scene perfectly. Breaking the window, and there's and silence. Like, this on set, and then silence. I'm like, and the girl who was with me in the scene, an actress, she's like, everything went perfect because like this is exactly the reaction she had to have. I picked up the dog, hauled it, and the dog was fine, everything was great. Dog was in the other seat. It was not right next to the window, but dog could get really scared. I mean, like someone just break the window in the car.
Yeah.
And the problem is there was the whole freaking group of people who came that day there. One of them is stunt coordinator to show me how to pretend that I'm breaking the window. What I didn't know, that there was 5 more people who came on set with, small explosions, because the window in the car is impossible to break with the trash can. That's what I thought. So, and then there was 5 people who came there with their little explosions cables. They supposed to make a little explosion so the window will break, and I will just kind of just because they said that someone said that it's impossible to break it with a trash can. So of course there was professionals who came there. So we did only 1 take because everything went perfect.
Yeah.
But of course, like after that take, like I had to say so many sorries to the dog because I love dogs. I'm having dogs like all my life. I love dogs. And I was like, so the dog was fine. It was everything went good. Dog was pretty excited about what happened, like because it was like, what the hell, like why you're in my trailer? And so I picked up the dog. So that was the craziest story. So after that, every time when someone ran on me on set to ask me about something, if I didn't hear something or I didn't understand something, I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Can you speak like John Malkovich?
Yeah.
That's low. Like, please.
Perfect. Maybe John Malkovich is the answer to the next question, but who's the best actor that you have ever worked with?
Oh my God. I think I would say actually John Malkovich. I would say because I'm such a fan of he has so many different options how to do things, because he's been extremely serious, extremely deep, and at the same moment he can switch to something and do something really funny in the same character, not change, not pretending being funny, being really serious, and that moment really funny somehow, or just like he's amazing. He's doing something and it's like he's serious but funny. Of course, all the most hilarious things are really funny always, but he has like he can pick so many small options to play. He's great. Yeah.
Okay. Which series or film out there that you wish you were a part of?
Series or films?
Doesn't matter, right? TV or film, that's out there right now that you're like, that's the one.
That's the one, yeah. So many. Again, let's say, I don't know. Let's say, well, it's hard. It's hard. I'm gonna say couple of them. I'm gonna say a couple of them. This is definitely Westworld. It's amazing. I don't know, some Marvel superhero movies.
Yeah.
Because especially Thor, Ragnarok or something like I don't remember. It's a tough thing to say. Ragnarok or something. that movie I love so much. So it's like not instead of Thor.
Right. But
just in this project, because it was so good, so hilarious. And I definitely should be, where? The Americans.
That's the one that I feel so bad about myself that I never even got to audition for the Americans. I'm like, come on.
Come on. We're right here. Okay.
What's one thing most people do not know about you that we haven't mentioned already?
That we haven't mentioned. I'm just looking around and looking for some. That I'm extremely bad trumpet player, but I'm a really good producer. So, for example, in the song "She's Crazy But She's Mine," you can hear the trumpet playing there. Not in the solo. Solo was not me, but there's like, and it seems like there is like a little band playing, but basically it's me playing just one note and then using my production skills to make it sound like the trumpet section is pretty good, but it wasn't. I'm such a bad trumpet player, honestly. Oh my God. When I, short story about that. I'm sorry, but it's important. This is how I got actually inspired to play trumpet. To write a song, She's Crazy But She's Mine, because it's based on the. So I went to, what is this? New Orleans for the first time in my life. There was some movie premiere and I was invited. It was great pleasure for me. So, and I was in New Orleans, and it was like 1 week before there's a jazz festival starting. So bands, they were on the street already, playing everywhere. It was like, and it's everywhere. I was so excited. I never heard that music. Not like this. I mean, I've heard it somewhere, some recordings, like, but it's not getting you like this. It's not just because I saw kids, and kids, they cannot lie. They either feel it and they dance because they don't care who's watching. I love kids. That's why, because they don't give anything. They just, if they like it, they start to dance like this. So, and I'm dancing like this also. Like, if I like something, I don't care. Like, I'm like, yes, I'm a grown-up person, but like, I want to have time of my life. While other people, they think, oh no, I have not in this shirt because I'm probably gonna sweat a little, and and people are gonna think that I'm like a little bit maybe too fat. That's why I'm dancing. Like, I don't care. So I'm just going. I'm going and I'm dancing. I got so inspired by all those bands, just street bands with their and there's like, it's kind of a magic. It just, inside of me, I was just, I need to do something. I need to write something like this. So when I was flying back, I ordered on Amazon trumpet, because I thought, come on, I'm a musician. I can play anything. So I didn't know that there's only 3. No, I knew that there was 3 buttons.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that it's that hard. That actually, first half an hour, I was just trying to make some sound out of trumpet, because I thought that you have to blow there, right? Just. I didn't know that you have to make sound with your mouth. And you have to go. Because of that sound, trumpet is going to play. I didn't know that. I was like, my trumpet is broken. I was blowing in it for half an hour, like, until somehow, possibly my mouth got so tired. I was like, and I'm like, what? It works. It works. Okay. So for next hour, and I was living, I had neighbors much closer. I was living in townhouse.
Okay.
Bad idea to learn how to play trumpet if you live in townhouse. Because it's horrible. It's horrible when you start to learn something. You're always going to be bad. That's okay. But on trumpet, it's just unpredictable. It's unpredictable bad. Like any sound will sound like you're a dying elephant. Like, that's it. So, and my neighbors next day, they asked me this, Alex, how long do you think you're gonna still kind of try to ruin our lives? Because like, we cannot actually say that we can handle this, honestly. So and my neighbors, they were my neighbor, like the man, he was a really good blues guitar player. So for his ears, I was literally ruining his life, because it was. But of course, as a musician, he could understand. But understand, it's one thing, but live with that, it's a different thing. That was. I'm a really, but I'm a good producer, bad trumpet player, and really good producer.
My son, who's a 10-year-old, his first instrument was a trumpet. Now he's onto saxophone. So I know what you mean. I've tried playing a trumpet because I thought, hey, Louis Armstrong. I grew up on Louis Armstrong. I love Louis Armstrong.
Oh
And
God.
I can mimic. I can do things. No, you either know or you don't. And we have a 2-story house with a basement. He was in the basement, in the room that we kind of did more, more soundproofing, and come upstairs. Yeah, that's it's not for the faint of heart. Okay,
Yeah.
great. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would that be?
I think honestly, I wouldn't change anything because I like this. I mean, if I would want to change something, I would change it. It's like this is our life and this is our reality. If you want to change something, you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
So I don't really see like maybe my hairstyle, because my hair, it's killing me. It's killing me. I don't like long hair, and now I like the whole interview. I'm just sitting and like I'm trying to do something.
Yep.
Sometimes I'm just taking the little thing, putting it here because like it's way more comfortable for me. Just walk like this, you know. Because I look like an idiot, but it's just comfortable.
Listen,
Okay.
you're an Elvis fan, so it makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, I'm very happy that you said that, because that really is the right answer, right? You like who you are and you wouldn't change it, because if you change it, you would be different from who you are right now. And
Nah.
given all that you have gone through, the fact that you said that you wouldn't change anything, that's what I wanted to hear. So I'm very happy that you said that. Last
Thank
question.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Serious one?
All of them are serious with some
Okay.
humor added, of course.
Okay.
So if you had a chance right now to go back in time and talk to a young Alexei and give him one piece of advice, what would that advice be?
That's such a great idea also, and a good question. It's a really good question. What I would tell him.
By the way, there's another music video and a song in there, so we'll revisit that later.
So I think I would tell him don't be like, don't judge yourself too bad, because I'm that person who is always like, people are saying, oh, you did a great job. I say, yeah, thank you, but I could do better. Well, I'm always too much, because I'm trying to improve something in myself every time, in my job, in my work. So of course, when I'm doing something which I don't like, oh, like I'm horrible with myself. I'm like, you piece of idiot. Couldn't you like come on, you just ruined your life. You ruined your life. You didn't deserve to be on stage at all. You like, no. You just I'm literally ruining myself. I'm just saying, no, that's it. You just nobody. Just go home, close the door, and don't ever even think about to try. I'm like, and then I have to fight with myself that no, I can do better. I can like kind of. I would tell to young me, just take those things easier, because sometimes you don't know what is waiting for you, and sometimes you gotta do things bad. Sometimes you gotta lose.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that something that it's the end. My biggest wins I had after I was losing, because I was losing, I was falling down. I was like, you're a loser. I was telling to myself, and if you want to be better, you gotta work. You gotta work more. homework. You gotta work more. So I was literally pushing myself just because I lost, and I knew that I gotta. And it so just I would not waste time on just judge myself this way. Just just don't judge yourself. You had a day, you had a great day, perfect. You had a bad day. It's the same thing. Tomorrow it's going to be another one. Just open your mind and just go and have fun. Because sometimes, can you imagine, like for example, thinking about when I was a kid, and I lost in the competition being accordion player. It was a drama. It was a drama, and now I didn't deserve anything, even food from my parents, because I am a bad kid. I'm not talented. There was kids who was better, and my parents would be happy to have them instead of me, and all that stuff. I would be just literally, why? And why I'm saying that for example, now, does it really make any sense? No. And some things that happened yesterday, possibly they seem really important right now. But after 1 year, just look back and say, doesn't make any sense. It's already past. The real moment is here. Thinking about your past, it means that you're living there. Doesn't make any sense. There is one rule that bike riders, motorcycle, they have one rule. It's very simple and it's very useful. Your hands gonna turn in the direction where you're looking. So if you want to go there, first look there, because your mind will change your direction. Kind of, you cannot just drive somewhere you're not looking there. This is how it works. You're looking somewhere, you're turning there. So in your life, when you look back, you're just going there instead of going forward. So I would tell myself, don't look back. Just forget it. It's a great experience, bad or good one. It's always just your life.
Perfect. Yeah, I love that dog. I've seen at least 3 of your videos, so absolutely.
Mm-hmm. He just came to me. I just decided to show. Mozart. Mozart. My love. Oh, well, thank you,
Alex.
Yes.
It's been a remarkable conversation. I can talk to you for hours, and I would just be as fascinated as I am right now. And the only thing I want to, you're very welcome. I'm so kind of amazed at how life works. I'm so deeply touched by what you have gone through and what you have shared and the kind of person that you are. I'm really, really, really happy that you came on and you spent this time with me.
It's absolutely same here. It's been a pleasure, really, really a pleasure. And I'm sure that we're going to be great friends.
I would love that, because and again, you're a famous guy, and there are a lot of things that can come with that. I don't need anything from you, but the type of person that you are, I want to talk to you. I want to do projects. I'm a lyricist. I didn't tell you that part. I'm a writer. I have my own kind of poetry and other books. There's a lot of stuff that we can actually do together that would be fun and interesting. That I am all for. And that's the kind of the right intention, and I would love that. Absolutely.
Great. Let's do it then.
Let's do it. All right, everybody, thank you for staying with us. This has been an incredible conversation. I know it's long. We're going to break it up into 2 parts to make it easier and more palatable for everyone.
Okay.
I wish that I had a chance to talk to Alex for at least 3 more hours.
Thank you. For me, it's the same.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Take care. Watch the videos. We're going to post them underneath this. Watch the videos, like, comment, share, these are great, and there's something to really be to look at and be inspired by. All right, I'm gonna stop this recording and I'm gonna talk to you more. Okay, guys, see you.